Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Well, welcome back to the Huron Arena. Set to go with our boys game now. And again, I do have the video stream back up, so hopefully that'll hold here for our boys game. And here's the starters for Rapid City Stevens. Lucas Marcus is a 6'1 junior. Bridger Karn is a 6'1 junior. Henry Hansen is a 6'2 junior. Andrew Zimmerman is a 6'6 sophomore, and Drayson Paulson is a 6'2 senior. For the Huron Tigers, Miles Elwine out for the afternoon after turning his ankle last night. So here's the way the Tigers will start. Mason Juergens, 6 foot senior. Chase Schuhart, 6'4 junior. Blake Elwine, 6'10 senior. Davis Chase, 6'8 junior. And Carter Porish is a 6'5 freshman. Brandon Yellowrobe is the head coach of Stevens. Tim Budenhagen is the head coach of the Huron Tigers. And I'll get set to go here. Again, the YouTube stream is back up as we get set for our boys game. Huron wearing those new orange jerseys tonight. Again, I like it when we wear the orange. Just doing a little last-second housekeeping here. There we go. It'll be Blake Elwine jumping for Huron. And he will jump against Andrew Zimmerman, the sophomore for Rapid City Stevens. Stevens wearing their white uniforms, and they do control the tip. It went towards Carter Porish, but Stevens able to get a hand on it, and Bridger Karn gets Stevens into the offense. Again, they're playing without Seth Powell, who is their probably most experienced player and their starting point guard, but he's been out this weekend. Marcus, he played some last year as well. Get it back up top to Zimmerman. Zimmerman kicks out in the corner. Deep three in the corner is short by Karn. Rebound by Chase. Into the front court. Here's the drive by Elwine, and a quick foul going to go on Bridger Karn, trying to stay in front of Blake. And a quick blocking foul going to be called on Rapid City Stevens. 8 minutes after 3 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. Inbounds comes to Porish, way outside. Now finds Chase. Low post, little fadeaway on the baseline. Elwine's good. Blake gets Huron on the board. It's 2-0. Karn will get Stevens into the offense as we're just underway with our boys game. Huron girls picked up the win just a few minutes ago. Karn drifts off to the right side as Stevens spreads the floor like they do. Zimmerman up top, dribbles to the right, goes baseline all the way underneath. Kick back out to Karn. Karn watched out there by Chase. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drive by Zimmerman, spin move. He'll shoot over Porish, no good. Rebound for Elwine. Again, Blake, the only Elwine on the floor today. Crossover, Elwine into the front court, top of the key. Bounce pass right side to Porish. Porish looks slow, gets it to Chase. Spin move at the block to the hoop. Little roller for two. And Huron goes up 4-0 as Chase scores on the post up. Played a minute and a half here of the first quarter. Up top, it's Karn. Karn dribbles to the left, backs it out. Up top now to Marcus. Marcus wants to slide into the paint, cut off by Juergens. Now flip back to Hansen. Hansen goes baseline. Juergens stays with him. Hook the pass back up top to Marcus. Marcus down the lane. Shot clock running down. He'll force the shot, blocked by Porish and picked out of there by Elwine. Down the floor, feed Schuhart, layup no good, and they're going to call a goaltend, or are they calling a foul? I thought they're going to call a goaltend, and I think you can make a case for it, but a foul on Stevens will put Chase Schuhart to the line for two. Chase running the floor well. The foul was on Andrew Zimmerman, his first, second team, and Schuhart getting his first career start this afternoon. Had a nice game off the bench last night, short on the first free throw, however. Remains 4-0 Huron. One more shot for the junior, Chase Schuhart. got that one out of two. 5-0 early for Huron. Marcus will push into the front court. Stevens wants to keep the flow moving. Hand it off to Hansen. Hansen, top of the key, flip back up top. Here's the ball inside, deflected by Jurgens, stolen by Porish, gets it back up to Jurgens. Jurgens will glide in, shot up, no good. Porish had the rebound on the floor. We're going to end up with 4 guys on the floor, and it'll be Huron ball on the possession arrow. Shine Spider is in the game here early for Rapid City Stevens. Didn't have him on my rotation. Chase, double teamed. Fade away on the baseline. Tough shot, no good. Rebound underneath, saved in by Stevens. Probably not the shot you want. Here comes Stevens. Driving down the floor. Drive by Hansen, no good. Foul going to go on Jurgens. Jurgens picks up his first foul, and this will mean free throws for Henry Hansen. So at the line for 2 is Henry Hansen. He's in the starting lineup today due to the absence of Powell. First free throw is no good. He'll get one more. One more shot for Hansen, who is a junior. No good, missed them both. Elwine able to grab the rebound, stuck that long arm out, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt by Marcus. It looks like, I think it's fairly obvious, as long as Elwine's doing the ball handling, Stevens is going to put a lot of different guys on him and just use up fouls if they have to. Long pass up the floor and a little short there, but Elwine gets to it. He'll go to the hoop, left hand, no good, gets his own rebound up and in. Blake Elwine, his second bucket, and it's 7-0 Huron. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the outside, Stevens, Karn. Inside, there's the kick out 3 for Stevens. They didn't see who did that. Okay, I say I got a wrong number on my sheet. That's why that was Drayson Paulson with the 3. So he's actually number 30, not Spider. So a 3 for Paulson, and they're on the board at 7-3. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. High post Porish. He'll fake, lean in, off glass for 2. Huron going underneath a lot. Porish with his first bucket. 9-3 Huron. Into the front court, Zimmerman will slide down the paint, and that's going to be a blocking call on Davis Chase. He'll pick up his first foul, second team on Huron. And Stevens going to play at a frantic pace, and you just got to be ready defensively, and you got to be ready to stay in front of the guy. Zimmerman on the outside, gets it up top to Paulson, and the ball through the hand, but a foul on who? Calling a foul on Elwine. I didn't really see what happened there. Stevens had thrown the ball away, and they're going to call a foul on Elwine, and we can ill afford fouls with any of the starters this afternoon. Stevens will inbound it on the baseline. Pass comes up top to Zimmerman. Handed off up top to Paulson. Paulson a dribble. Hands it back to Hansen. Hansen wants to drive. Kick out in the corner, Zimmerman. Zimmerman hard to the hoop, lost the ball, and a foul going to go on Jurgens. Again, they're attacking the basket, and you just got to stay in front of them, and you can't reach or anything. And Mason Jurgens was on Schuhart. Okay, I thought it was on Jurgens. First foul on Chase Schuhart. Already 4 team fouls on Huron. Or now, yep, they do have 4. 3 on Stevens. We had a lot of fouls here early on. 2 free throws for Andrew Zimmerman, the sophomore. First one is good, and it's 9-4 Huron. In for the first time for Rapid City Stevens is Jace Gingros, a 6'5 sophomore. Second free throw is off the mark, no good. Chase up high with the rebound. Elwine again doing the ball handling duties. Gingros on him this time. Blake up to the top of the key, gets a screen. Drives to the paint, leans in, tried to get the cutter to Chase, and the ball comes out, picked up by Porish to Chase, who goes in for the layup. I think Davis might have got an extra step in there, but he does get the lay-in, and Huron up 11-4. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Stevens on the attack with Karn on the right wing. Drive to the hoop and went right by Juergens. That's a layup for Marcus, his first bucket, 11-6. Huron's lead back at 5. Schuhart will bring the ball up this time as he gets it by Paulson. Inside low post, wide open. And Juergens for the layup. Schuhart saw he had a guy unoccupied underneath. Huron back up 7 quickly. Here comes Marcus back. Little fadeaway in the paint's good. Tough shot. Marcus answers, and we got a pretty hectic pace going right now. With the lead back at 5, 13-8 Huron. Elwine into the front court, jump stop. Looking, flips in the corner to Porish. Porish, a couple of dribbles, back up top. Juergens, swing it left side to Chase. Davis, cut off, up top to Juergens. Now Porish. Porish will slide into the baseline underneath the basket. Kick back out, 3 for Chase, no good. And the rebound comes down to Karn. Stevens, a chance to cut the lead. They're down 5. 3 is short, and the rebound out of bounds will belong to the Huron Tigers. Marcus was short. Bryson North into the game in the first quarter, getting a little time as they're trying to keep everybody as fresh as possible with the short bench today. So Bryson North gets some first quarter play. The junior for Huron as Juergens comes off. Full court pressure. They get it into Schuhart. Schuhart being guarded by Paulson. Crossover, gets it into the front court. Left side, Porish took his eye off the ball but did pick it up, but then throws it, and that'll be an over and back violation. Carter had the ball in his hands and just didn't look it in. And Huron turns it back over, and Stevens will get the ball with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter, 13-8. Huron leading, Juergens in for Porish. Up top, Marcus will get Stevens into the offense. Hand it off to Karn. New man in for Stevens, that's Tate Van Beek. Open 3 in the corner, Karn got it. Can't give him those open threes. Karn with the 3. And Stevens pulls within 2, 13-11, minute 45 to go, first quarter. Elwine in the front court, gets by Gingros. Goes up and had the ball battered away, and it's going to be Stevens' ball. Didn't really see what happened. Obviously, somebody got a hand in there and knocked it off of Blake, and here's Stevens a chance to tie or even take the lead with a long ball late in the first quarter. 13-11 Huron, minute 35 to go. Karn dribbles to the right, now back up top. And the ball knocked away, and we're on the floor. We'll have a jump ball. I think possession will stay with Stevens. Chase was able to jump on it, but he had 2 Stevens guys there right with him. And Stevens will run the out of bounds on the baseline, far into the floor from me. Bounce pass, new guy in there again for Stevens. That's Logan Neeson. Ball deflected, but Stevens controls. Karn in the corner. Stevens, a couple of dribbles for Van Beek. Go inside, Van Beek beats underneath, but the ball knocked away, stolen by Elwine. Elwine outlets to Schuhart. Schuhart in the front court. Goes baseline to Chase. Chase will slide to the hoop for 2. Counted, he's fouled. Chase just attacked the basket, and he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Logan Neeson, who just came in. Both teams will be in the bonus for the rest of the first quarter. We have a minute 4 remaining. Porish in, Schuhart out, and now the freshman Josh Gilbert going to come in, but he's going to come in for Chase if he makes the free throw. So again, getting some younger guys in to give the starters a little more rest. Free throw no good, and boy, Huron girls and boys just struggling at the free throw line. Huron up 4, 15-11. Inside of a minute to go, first half. 3 for Marcus, no good. Rebound by Chase. Elwine will walk the ball up. Gingros with him, gets by him, and there's going to be a blocking call on Jace Gingros. That'll be his first, and free throws coming up for Blake Elwine. Gingras with the foul. So both teams in the bonus, I said. We have 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Free throw is good for Elwine. He's got 5. And Gilbert, the freshman, comes in for the first time. So Bryson North and Josh Gilbert, not normally in the rotation. They're getting some early varsity minutes today. Second free throw back of the iron, no good. Rebound for Stevens. Huron up 5. Stevens with the ball, 44 seconds to go, and Stevens throws it away. It was passed up ahead to Tate Van Beek, and he just took his eye off the ball and it went right through his hands, and the ball will belong to Huron. Stevens showing full court pressure, man to man. Porish going to throw the pass deep down to Elwine, and we will dunk it down. The fly pattern in football, Elwine with the dunk. Huron up 7. Here's the drive, Van Beek in the corner, open 15-footer, baseline is short. Porish with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled, and that will put Carter to the line. Well, one way to beat the press is just throw over it, and that's what Huron did, and Gingras, I think, just kind of misplayed that. He didn't realize that Elwine had as much space past him as he did, and Blake had an uncontested dunk. 2 free throws pending for Carter Porish. First free throw is good. He's got 3. Van Beek picks up his, or excuse me, that foul was on Neeson, his second. 27 seconds to go, first quarter. Huron back up by 8, 19-11. This might be the biggest lead for the Orange. Second free throw is good, hit them both. And the lead is 9, 20-11. 7-0 run by Huron. 23 seconds to go in the first half. Stevens right now looks like they're going to be patient and willing to settle for one last shot here at the end of the first quarter. Dribbling the clock down, 13-12 to go with Lucas Marcus. Now they'll get in the offense. Hand it off, up top. Marcus on the right wing, goes into the paint, pull up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Gingras missed it with 0.3 of a second left. The ball was blocked by Porish. Gingras thought he got fouled. But he got 0.3 of a second, so all he can do is really catch and shoot to have a chance to make this count. Stevens will run the out-of-bounds play on the baseline. Lob in the middle. Gingras does catch it, and I think it would have counted, but it's no good. And after one, it's Huron 20, Stevens 11. We'll take a timeout of 1 minute, 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Carry out or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We move on to the second quarter, and Huron a 20-11 lead, and Huron will have the ball to start the second quarter. James Schultz Jr. will start the second quarter for Huron as well. I think he only had 3 quarters after playing 4 in the JV, so now he'll be available for the rest of the game, and he'll probably get extensive time here moving forward. Schultz will run the point here to start the second quarter. Blake Elwine, right side, tries the drive, Gack up top, Chase. Now Elwine goes in, the cut underneath the Schultz, a little behind him. Schultz couldn't handle it, picked up by Paulson. Paulson into the front court, gets the pass up ahead to Van Beek. Drive by Marcus. He'll have to back it back out, get it back up top to Hansen, who's back in. Reset the offense for Stevens. We're just underway in the second quarter. Huron up 9. Hansen hands it off, Van Beek. And stolen away. Here goes Elwine again, and he will get dunk number 2 for Blake Elwine. He's got 9, and Huron has their biggest lead at 22-11. Early second quarter. Lob down low. They get it inside to Zimmerman. Now he's pinned on the baseline. Get it back up front to Marcus. Marcus trying to drive on Chase, fell down, and a blocking call going to go on Chase. And that's a tough one to take for Huron. Marcus looked a little out of control, and he bumped into Chase and fell down, and Davis going to pick up a hard luck second foul on that play. And Stevens will run the out of bounds on the baseline. 1 minute, 1 second gone in the second quarter. Huron up by 11. Hansen in the corner against Porish. Waits for some movement. Marcus comes out on the left wing. We'll back it out to the top of the key. Another new guy in, Jet Vifquane in for Stevens. A long three for Paulson. Deep is no good. Rebound underneath for Huron. Elwine into the front court. Dribbles off to the left. On the wing, goes baseline, pulls up with an 18-footer, no good. Rebound slapped up by Schuart. Who's going to get the rebound? Schuart does. And Huron keeps possession. Good hustle by Schuart. Porish kick out three for Schuart. Takes a three, blocked, and he's going to get 3 free throws as he was hacked going up for it. Did a nice fake, then took a sidestep. And I think Vifquane's the one who hit him. It was his first, and 3 free throws coming up for Chase Schuart. Schuart, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 of 3 as he got the shooter's roll. It rolled around, then hung, and then went in. Huron builds the lead to 12 at 23-11. Second free throw is no good. Davis Chase got a free rebound off it. Was thinking it was 2, not 3. He's got a little smile on his face. So Schuart will try to get 2 out of 3. The Huron student body giving Chase a little heckling too about getting the rebound with nobody blocking out. Schuart, third attempt is good. With 2 out of 3, he's got 3 points. Huron gets the lead up to 13, 24-11, with 6:19 to go here in the first half. Vifquane now running the point. Both teams have played a lot of guys here in the first half. Of course, you go in the back-to-back. Fake there by Karn. He'll back it out as Porish gets out on him. Dribble to the right, go in, low post. Zimmerman double teamed. Kick back out. 3 for Marcus is short. Long rebound comes out to Porish. Gets it up ahead to Elwine. Elwine, top of the key, hesitation, drives, leans in. No good. He's fouled. They could have called a couple fouls before they finally did. And 2 free throws pending for Blake Elwine. He's got 9 points, 2 dunks. And the foul is on Hansen, his first. And 2 shots for senior Blake Elwine. Free throw is good. He's in double figures with 10. 5:48 to go in the first half, 25-11 Huron. Chase will come out as Juergens comes in. And 1 more shot pending here for Blake Elwine. He's talking. I think they might be changing defensive alignment or something because he was kind of talking to Carter Porish, who's in the backcourt. Second free throw is good. Elwine's got them both. 26-11 here on 6-0 run to start the second quarter. 5:45 to go in the first half. Bounce pass gets up top to Paulson. Paulson wings it left side. Hansen now in the corner. Vifquane. Vifquane hands it off. Paulson again launches a long 3, no good. He also bailed out trying to draw a foul, didn't get it. Here's Schuart in the corner. Juergens wants 3, got it. Juergens drains the 3 as Huron transitions down, and the lead is 18, 29-11. Paulson drives, no good, but he's fouled. Stevens did a good job of getting the ball down quickly, and Huron just didn't get set on defense. 2 free throws coming up for Drayson Paulson. I need to check that again. Carter Porish picks up his first. 2 team fouls apiece here in the second quarter. Yes, Drayson Paulson is listed as number 33 on the program, so it wasn't my fault. Free throw no good for Paulson. Stevens still looking for their first point here of the second quarter. 5:13 to go in the first half. Huron's built the lead to 29-11. Second free throw is good. I believe that ends a 16-0 run by Huron going back to the first quarter. 29-12 Huron. As Inbounds comes to Juergens in the backcourt. Full court pressure man. Now Schultz will just bring it up and he'll go right by Marcus in the front court. Stolen though. Marcus hit it from behind. Here comes Karn, swatted by Elwine. It'll still be Stevens' ball. Well, Schultz got by Karn on the play, but perhaps that's what he was thinking he was going to do anyway, because he tapped it away from behind. And Stevens will inbound it underneath the basket. 5:01 to go in the first half. In the corner, it's Karn. Karn will drive baseline, has to back it out. Up top, Paulson leans in on Elwine, shoots over Elwine, back of the rim, no good. Porish there with the board again. Long pass up ahead, Schuhart, he'll take it all the way in. Counted, he's fouled as he glided in. Karn tried to draw the charge. Schuhart with the bucket, and you'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play as Huron gets up to 31-12. Foul number 2 on Bridger Karn. Tommy Martin into the game for Huron, replacing Porish. And Vifquain is quickly back in for Rapid City Stevens as we have the free throw pending for Schuhart. Short, no good. Rebound underneath for Hansen. Stevens will set it up as they've scored one free throw so far here in the second quarter, and they trail by 19. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. On the outside, Marcus, a couple of dribbles, gives back to Vifquain. Vifquain kicks back left side, Hansen. Hansen drives into the paint. Back right, stolen away by Juergens. Juergens in the front court. He doesn't really have numbers. He's going to wait for some help. Cross court chase in the corner, Schuhart. Martin in the corner. Martin starts to drive baseline, back up front. Reverse it. Elwine, a deep three, no good. Rebound by Stevens. Into the front court. Spin move, Zimmerman to the hoop, banks it in for 2, went up with the left hand over Schuhart. First field goal of the second quarter for Stevens. 31-14 here on Elwine into the front court. On the left wing. Now he'll keep on the drive, go back door to Chase, and he gets knocked over. And it'll be Blake Elwine back at the line. That'll go on Zimmerman. Lucas Marcus with the foul, his second. And Blake Elwine back at the line to shoot 2. Blake with 11 to lead all scorers. Oh, nope, he's not at the line, so scratch that. Huron's going to inbound it on the baseline. Juergens will trigger. Deeps all the way out to Chase. Now Schuhart on the right wing. Gives to Juergens. Here's the post up, down low. Elwine just takes a flat-footed jumper. He thought he was getting hung on, so he forced up a shot, no call. Back down the floor, and a blocking call going to go on Martin. And Elwine just going to say, well, why was there not a foul on that? The reason he shot that, I think, is he felt he's being fouled, so he was going to try and see if he could at least get a and one opportunity. Instead, it goes down the other way, and 2 free throws pending for Stevens. The first one is no good. As Jace Gingras misses on the first one, he'll get one more. Porish and Schultz back in as Chase comes off and Schuhart. And one more shot for Jace Gingras. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Missed them both. Elwine has the board. Double team, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt. Another new guy in, Uriah Genesee, will pick up the foul underneath his own basket and will march down 90 feet and let Blake Elwine shoot free throws. 31-14, Huron leading. 3:26 to go here in the first half. Huron led by 9 at the end of the first quarter. Halftime coming up, and we'll visit with Huron girls coach Cody Kaufman. The girls a gutty win over Stevens in our first game of the doubleheader today. First free throw up, no good for Elwine. He'll get one more. Second shot for Blake is good, 1 out of 2. He's got a dozen. 32-14, Huron up 18. Stevens into the front court. Marcus backs it out against Juergens. He's isolated out there. Hands it off up top, Genesee. Genesee, you look like, and yes, he did travel. He tried to back and kick it back out, and he moved both feet. Turnover back to Huron, and Stevens wants a timeout. Timeout Stevens with 3:15 to go. in the first half. Huron up 32-24. We'll take a timeout. 1 minute. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Finance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And we're back at the arena. First time out of the game, a full by Brandon Yellowrobe on that Stevens bench. Huron will come up against some pressure. Juergens breaks it into the front court. Bounce pass, Porish has it on the right wing. Porish goes inside. There's Elwine. Kick back up top. Three for Schultz. No good. Rebound tipped out and saved in, but saved in to Stevens. And the Raiders will have the ball. Some pressure in the backcourt. Vizquain, he'll get the ball up into the front court. And the ball knocked away by Schultz will remain Stevens' possession. Nolan Staley going to get some time here in the first half for the Tigers. He's on the floor. Zimmerman returning for Stevens as well. 32-14. Huron's kind of went in a little bit of a funk here. Haven't been able to score here the last few trips, but defensively they're just keeping things in line and still lead by 18. Zimmerman, and there's a Porish just tried to reach, and he's going to pick up the foul. That'll be number 2 on Carter. Fourth team, so no bonus yet, but both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way now here for the rest of the first half. Marcus gets it into Vizquain. He'll run the offense. Gets a screen, dribbles off to right, gives to Marcus. Marcus back up top of the key. Come off to the left side, Neeson. Neeson, there's the cut. Zimmerman fake, shoots over Elwine, got it. He did a ball fake, and Elwine didn't bite, but he's still able to get the shot over. 5 for Andrew Zimmerman, 32-16 Huron. Drive, Staley back up top, Schultz. Schultz stops, now pitches back to Porish, who's at the top of the key. Porish will drift off to the right wing. Here's the post up to Elwine. Elwine will step in and roll it in. He was double teamed, then the guy underneath the basket left, and that gave an easy step for Blake to go to the hoop for 2. Huron back up by 18. Genesee will go baseline. Now stop, back up top. Ball fake, drive, and the ball stolen away by Elwine. Elwine up the floor as Schultz in the middle. Jimmy will go baseline and threw it away. And Stevens almost didn't grab it, but they do. And the transition opportunity fails. Vizquain will work his way up for Stevens. Gets it to Marcus. Now Vizquain again gets Stevens back into the offense. About a minute and a half to go first half. Vizquain drives, fakes, shoots, and traveled. He changes pivot foot. Schultz bid on it, but then Staley and Porish were both there to defend the shot, and Vizquain drug the foot. Schuart in, Juergens out for Huron, and back in for Stevens Paulson as Vizquain comes off. Again, full court pressure by Stevens with 1:31 to go here in the first half. Huron up 34-16. Schuart against Genesee. Pretty sticky defense up ahead. Staley gets the ball in the front court. Porish on the right wing. Carter, couple of dribbles, wants to back his way in. He's on the baseline, pinned in. Gets it back out to Staley. Staley takes a 15-footer short. Rebound though, Schuart. He'll bring it back out. Back up top, threw it away. Tried to get it to Elwine and threw it away. Marcus gives to Paulson. Paulson fakes, goes baseline, knocked away by Porish and saves it into Elwine. Good hustle by Porish. Schuart down the floor, leans in, body control no good, but dunked by Elwine on the putback. Stevens wanted a goaltend. You might be able to make a case for that. Foul on the other end, going to go on Carter Porish. Again, you can make a case. The ball was on the cylinder there on Schuart's miss. Now, Carter Porish just picked up his third foul, so that's significant. With 48 seconds to go in the first half, Huron's got their biggest lead at 20, but free throws for Andrew Zimmerman. First one is no good. Juergens in. Porish out here for the last 48 seconds of the first half. Huron has not trailed in the game. And right now, this lead is their biggest at 20. One more shot for Zimmerman. No good, missed them both. Elwine board. About 12 seconds difference, game clock, shot clock. Elwine into the front court off the dribble, right wing. Now backs it off. Takes the three, right wing, no good. Rebound, Staley grabs it, and he's going to get fouled, and Nolan Staley will get free throws. Staley to shoot two with 31 seconds to go in the first half. I believe that was on Genesee, I think I heard. Genesee, his second. Both teams are in the bonus. Staley, free throw, good. Staley with the point. And Huron up 21, 37-16. North back in as Elwine will take a break here for the rest of the first half. So Juergens, I believe, is the only starter on the floor. No, Schuart is too. Second free throw good as Staley knocks them both down here on their biggest lead at 38-16. Shot clock off with 27 seconds to go in the first half. There's a steal. That was Schultz. Gets in the passing lane down the floor, stripped, and he'll get to the free throw line. Foul going to be called on Ferris Pendergraph. I think that's his first appearance of the game. Both teams have used the bench here in the first half. James Schultz Jr., he'll get two free throws with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Schultz, the lefty, first free throw is no good. Second shot is no good. Missed them both. Rebound by Zimmerman. Genesee into the front court. Gets it up ahead. That looked like a travel. Here's the drive down the paint. Shot up and in. A little shuffle there by Pendergraph. He got away with it. He gets the bucket. 7 seconds to go. Schuart in the front court. He'll drive. Floater from 10. No good. Rebound by Stevens. Genesee will shoot half court at the buzzer. No good. And we play to half. The Huron Tigers have the lead. Halftime 38-18. Huron leading Stevens. We'll take a timeout of 1 minute. Come back and talk with Coach Kaufman with the girls' win today. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Signature Plus Downtown Huron specializes in embroidered and screen-printed items and awards. Signature Plus does all work in-house with the latest in technology and equipment, paying attention to the smallest details. Screen printing and embroidery, stop by for your Huron Tiger sports apparel and for casual business wear. Located at 363 Wisconsin Avenue Southwest, downtown Huron. Signature Plus, supporting the Huron Tigers.
1340 KIJV is Tiger Radio. It's halftime. Let's join the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Welcome back to the arena. We're at the half, and the Huron Tiger boys leading 38-18. And we visit with Cody Kaufman, head coach of the Tiger Girls, a 46-41 win. And coach, a little bit like last night where we had a lead, kind of let it slip away, but never lost our composure, made plays, and finally made some free throws at the end. You know, and at the end of the day, Stevens is always a quality program. That's a good win.
Yeah, I mean, they're a top 5 program, you know, year in and year out. And we went in with a game plan. You know, we knew that they were going to pressure us heavy. We knew that they wanted to shoot a lot of threes. And we knew that we would struggle keeping them in front of us. So if we could play defense the way we did in our 2-3 zone, I thought we did a great job. You know, in the second half, we lost them a couple times, but I thought we did a great job in the first half of getting to shooters. You know, we were basically focused on 4, Falcon. You know, credit to them. Then 2, Thornton hit a couple threes in the second half. But our bench was awesome in the first half. And, you know, because our defense was in front of us, telling our defense where the shooters were. Just talking, just giving us energy, and we did a great job of executing a game plan of we're going to see if they got tired legs from playing last night and from pressing Mitchell so much, see if we can't get them to miss shots and then handle their pressure and we get our own shots. And that's exactly what we did tonight.
Yeah, we got our own shots. Again, they weren't always falling shots we normally make, but we just stayed with it. We got some offensive rebounds, finally hit some free throws down the stretch. Jency Gergen, she is our Signature Plus player of the game, and I gave it to her quickly, basically because she consistently knocked down free throws. I think she was 5 of 6, and 2 of those free throws were crunch time when we need, you know, to get a 2-possession lead again. There, right at the end of the game, I think she had 4 rebounds as well. It seemed like we just, you know, outside of Chloe and maybe Abby, and then when Jayla's in, we're not the tallest team in the world, but we just seem to have girls that know where to position themselves and get rebounds.
Well, and that's Jency, right? She is so smart, you know. I mean, she understands the game really well. And what she lacks in height or quickness or whatever it might be, she understands. So she's going to put herself in the right situation. Nobody probably noticed it, but down here in the fourth quarter, they overloaded a side, and Jency was on the bottom in the left-hand corner, or it would be the right-hand corner of the offense, and there was nobody there. And Jency actually ran all the way over to the other side and matched up and took away the open shooter, and they ended up not scoring in that position. So those are the things that Jency brings to the table. She's a great rebounder. She uses her body really well, boxes out really well, and goes and gets it. So on nights like tonight, you know, where Jency's contributing from the defensive end like that, it's huge for us, and that's more depth that we need, because I know that she can handle the ball. I know that we can trust her shooting free throws. When we get that productivity out of her on the defensive end, it's hard to keep her off the floor.
And then here's a trivia question you can't answer and I can't answer either, but it'd be nice to research it. When's the last time a Huron Tiger varsity basketball team won a game and didn't hit a 3? We might have to go back before the 3 for that to have happened. We were 0 of 9.
Yeah, we were 0 of 9. We were 0 of 3, I know, at halftime.
Yep.
I asked, and I said, have we made a 3? How many have we shot? They said 3. No, I would have no idea. I mean,
yeah, but I mean,
you know,
you find other ways to win.
Yeah, you know, and actually in the huddle, I think we were down 3. You know, we were up 10, all the way down to down 3, and I said, girls, this is the exact same situation we were in last night. And here we are, we win by 5, you know, so I don't know if we went on the run like we did. I don't think we finished 8-0, did we?
I don't, no, it was a little more back and forth then.
But, right, resiliency, right? These girls, they don't stop. Addie Knight in the first half comes off and is like, I can't move, my leg hurts. Well, she's dealing with cramps.
Yeah.
She gets off the floor after the game, and we're in the locker room, and we walk in, and she's profusely crying. Her leg hurts that bad. And you didn't see it one bit, right? You did not see that one bit from her when she was on the floor. Abby Harrington, foul trouble all night long, could have just stopped playing, you know, not hustled. She dives on the floor the one time, right? Gets her shoulder twisted up on, gets slow getting up, picks herself up off the ground, and continues to battle for us the whole time until she fouls out. So these girls are tough. They're tough. And that's the difference between, you know, in my opinion, from these girls last year and this year is they're staying together. They're not letting things get down. I mean, Hilton Hines, right? She didn't shoot the ball she wanted to, and she missed some good looks tonight that she knows that she should make, and is frustrated and down on herself. And she just kept going and going and going. And even at the end, missed a few free throws that is unlike her, you know, and what does she end up with? 23 points.
23, yeah.
Right? Like, so just a resiliency, a group that just keeps fighting and fighting. Got down 10-5 in the first, and we don't stop. So Those are things that you don't teach. Those are things that you don't coach. And that's why going into the season, I told myself that I'm going to enjoy every minute of coaching this group because of just the way you saw, just the way that everybody in the Huron Arena saw tonight. They don't quit. You know, they don't give up on each other. And win or lose, that's how they're going to show up every single night.
So now we just look ahead here, 2 weeks off now till we get back on the court again for the girls. And so basically some days off here and then get back to it after Christmas.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, we've been at it 3 weeks and it's been a hard, long 3 weeks. So we need this week off. We'll come back on Saturday and start practicing. I told the girls, we got things we need to work on. We know that. And we got a gauntlet coming out. We got some tough teams on the backside of the Christmas break here. So we got to improve our conditioning so we can play a little faster when we do want to trap and press, so we're not out of gas from that standpoint. We got to shore up some things offensively so we're not just standing and watching all the time. And then we know we just got to keep building on this momentum. I love where we're at, you know, before Christmas, but ultimately it's before Christmas and a lot still to come with the season.
Cody Coppin, head coach of the Tiger girls, as they pick up the win by 5 today. And again, the Signature Plus player of the game, Jency Gergen. We'll take a timeout of 1 minute, run down the stats briefly for the boys, get ready for our second half. 38-18, Huron leads the boys game at the half. Timeout 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
With Lane Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Lane Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at top? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
And back here at the arena, as we're getting set to go with the second half for the boys, we'll quickly run down the stats for Rapid City Stevens. Andrew Zimmerman with 5 points, 4 points for Drayson Paulson, and for Lucas Marcus, 3 for Bridger Karn, and 2 points for Ferris Pendergraph. For Huron, 16 for Blake Elwine, 5 points, Chase Schuhart, and Mason Jurgens, 6 for Davis Chase, 4 for Carter Porish, and 2 points for Nolan Staley. Shooting in the first half, Stevens was 7 of 20 for 35%. Huron 13 of 26, 50%. Stevens 2 of 9 on the 3, 22%. Huron 1 of 5, 20%. And free throws, wow, I didn't even notice this. Stevens was 2 of 10 from the free throw line, while Huron was 11 of 19. Stevens with 11 rebounds. Nobody has more than, well, I guess they do have 4 for Jace Gingras. For Huron with 20 rebounds, and Blake Elwine 6, as does Carter Porish. So those are the quick stats here as we get set to go with our second half. Huron up by 20 here, as the Tiger boys look to complete the sweep with the girls winning this afternoon. And again, that final was 46-41. The Tigers do have the starters on the floor to begin the second half. Again, no Miles Elwine in the lineup today. He turned his ankle late in the game last night with Rapid City Central. Chase Schuhart getting his first start of the season and has performed well in that role. And, well, the bench has just done well because they've went a lot deeper in the bench than normal. And it has paid dividends for the Tigers. Start the second half. Stevens has possession with Marcus setting it up. Huron going straight man here to start the second half. Pretty much what they've been doing. On the baseline, little jump hook is no good for Stevens. Out of bounds, last touch by Schuhart. As they tried to set up Karn in the middle, and Karn just tried to get it off quickly. It was an air ball, but couldn't quite get the handle, and Stevens will get another chance here on the inbounds on the baseline below me to my right. Lob comes all the way out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman drives into the paint, steps in and out, no good. Porish with the rebound. Elwine will bring the ball up as we're just underway. Huron with the ball for the first time in the second half, leading by 20. Carter Porish on the left wing, lob it for Elwine, and Elwine was too far behind the basket. He came down, tried to kick it back out to Chase, but was already on the ground and out of bounds. That did work against T, I think it was, a week ago. Karn gets Stevens into the offense. Paulson on the right wing. Back up top, Zimmerman. Zimmerman wants to drive into the paint. Kick out three for Karn. No good. Long rebound out to Zimmerman. Another opportunity for Stevens. Zimmerman on the drive. Shoots over Chase for the bucket. Andrew Zimmerman was 7. He leads Stevens with points here in this ball game. The lead back at 18 for Huron. Elwine on the left wing. Posted up to Porish on the baseline. Now he'll back his way in. Double team, lost the ball on the floor. Going to be stolen away by Hansen. Porish a little slow to get up. Into the front court. Here comes Marcus. Shoots over Schuhart. No good. Rebound and a foul. That's on Chase. It's going to be no offensive foul on Stevens. I believe that's going to go on Zimmerman trying to get the putback there. Andrew Zimmerman picks up his second. And Porish was a little slow to get up after losing the ball underneath the basket, and Schultz Jr. comes in for Huron. Schultz into the front court as a lane, now goes to Schuhart, cutting to the basket, blocked by Zimmerman. Zimmerman timed that perfectly. Back comes Stevens. 3, Zimmerman, good. Stevens scores the first 5 points here of the second half. They're within 15, 38-23. With 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Jurgens has the post up to Elwine. Quick move, and he'll go to the hoop and get fouled. I think he was trying to dunk it. He made the quick spin move, went right around the defender. Henry Hansen with the foul, his second, and 2 free throws pending for Blake Elwine, who leads all scores with 16. I see Zimmerman actually has 10. Well, I guess he does. Yeah, I do have that right. First free throw is good for Blake Elwine. 17 for Blake. First point of the second half for Huron. Huron back up by 16, 39-23. One more shot for Blake Elwine. Good. Hit them both. And the lead 17 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 40-23 Huron. In spread the floor, Stevens. Up top, Hansen. Hansen flicks left side to Zimmerman. Long 3 for Paulson is good. He was deep. That was an NBA 3. Stevens starting to hit some outside shots. They're within 14, 40-26. Early in the third quarter. Schultz on the drive. Now backs it out. Left side, Schuhart. Schuhart, one dribble. Go inside, threw it away. Was off target. Try and get it to Elwine. And Zimmerman stops. He wants to shoot a 3 again, but had to pull it back. In the corner, Marcus. There's the 3 for Paulson. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for Marcus. Goes underneath, gets fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. So Stevens showing some signs of life here to start the third quarter. James Schultz Jr. with the foul. That is his first. First team on Huron, but 2 free throws for Lucas Marcus. And he'll knock down the first free throw. He's got 5. Porish in, Schuhart out for Huron. And one more shot now for Lucas Marcus, a junior. Gets them both, and Stevens within 12, 40-28. They've outscored Huron by 8 here in the first 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. Into the front court, Schultz Jr. Goes to Chase on the baseline. Chase cut off. Did he step on the baseline? No, it's a blocking foul on Stevens. It's on Hansen. That'll be his third. And that is the third team on Stevens. And back in is Jace Greengrass for Stevens. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Stevens trying to inch their way back in. They pulled within 12 at 40-28. Inbounds will come to Schultz Jr. in the corner. Gets it up top to Juergens. Juergens outside Porish. He'll drive, go in, get fouled. 2 shots coming up for Carter Porish. Porish with 4 points. They all came in the first quarter. Jace Gingras with the foul, his second. Already 4 team fouls. We haven't played 3 minutes yet, so Huron's got the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. On the next foul is Carter Porish puts in the first free throw. He's got 5. One more shot for the big freshman, Carter Porish. It's 4 o'clock, KIJV, AM/FM Huron. Both free throws good. Huron's got 4 points in the third quarter, all from the free throw line. They're back up by 14. Stevens, Gingras up top. Here's a drive into the paint by Karn. He's stopped there. Paulson tries to back it out. Now he wants to drive on Chase. Looked like he traveled. He did. He moved both pivot feet, and yellow robe on the Stevens bench shaking his head. Yes, you move both feet. Turnover back to the Huron Tigers. Full court pressure by Stevens. And the inbounds to Juergens. Juergens has Marcus on him. Now it's Schultz. Schultz getting by Paulson, gets it into the front court. Porish deep outside right side. Here's the post up to Elwine. They double team on him. He'll back it out, go underneath. Juergens fell down trying to do his jump stop. Lost the ball. Stevens into the front court. Here comes Karn in the corner. Well, I thought they were going to take the 3, but Marcus passed it up. Pulls up with a 2 in the lane. No good. And Chase up high for the board. Huron still hasn't hit a shot from the field here in the third quarter. Just 4 free throws. Chase double teamed up top Elwine. Elwine thought about Porish underneath. Backs it out. So we near 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 42-28 Huron. Porish on the right wing. Goes inside to Chase, spin move, goes reverse layup for 2. He spun right around Gingras. He was frozen. Chase with 8 points, his first bucket since the first quarter. Huron back up by 16. Karn into the front court. Looks right, now flips to the left to Marcus. Marcus traveled. He made the exaggerated head fake and moved both feet. The ball turns over to the Huron Tigers. 3 new Stevens Raiders come into the game. Tate Van Beek back in, along with Logan Neeson. And I believe, Bisquane is the third one in. Here on inbounds to Schultz Jr. Across the timeline, almost lost the ball, gets control. Turns around, wraps it around to Porish. Porish in the corner, Chase. Back up top, Schultz as they set the offense. Juergens down low. There it is to Elwine. They slap the double team. Back up top, Porish. Porish glides into the paint. Goes up with the left hand for 2. Carter Porish with 8. And Huron gets the lead back up to 18. 46-28. And Juergens nearly gets the steal. He jumped in front of the pass down court. Got his hands on it, but lost it out of bounds. And Stevens will keep possession with 3:14 to go, third quarter. Pass comes in to Stevens. Neeson. Drive into the paint. Fade away over Chase is no good. Rebound saved in by Stevens. 3 in the corner. Marcus is no good. Marcus and Porish able to get the rebound. Gets it up ahead to Chase. Into the front court. Porish being bothered out there by Gingras. He'll dribble off to the right, and Huron's going to take a timeout. Timeout with 2:48 to go, third quarter, 46-28. Huron leading by 18. Timeout, 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
How about that new place, the 18th Century Theme Restaurant?
No. How about that one place that has boiled?
No way. Well, you want a juicy burger and ice cream, and I want delicious chicken strips. Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen and Huron has something for everyone.
Plus, they have the famous DQ Blizzard. My favorite is the Oreo.
And they're open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron, the place for
hot eats and cool treats.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
2:48 to go, third quarter. Full timeout by the Huron Tigers. Their first timeout. In fact, we've only had one timeout taken by each team so far. Huron will inbound it with the 18-point lead. Schultz Jr., who's played extensively here in the third quarter. Bounce pass Elwine. Blake had the ball knocked away and going to say last touched by Marcus. Marcus lobbied to have the ball go his direction, but Huron will inbound on the sideline. Schultz Jr. goes up high post to Porish. He's going to slide down to the block. Fake. Double team. Spins twice. Missed the shot. Gets his own rebound up and in. Carter Porish in double figures with 10. He scored 6 here in the third quarter. 48-28 here on an 8-0 run, and they're back up by 20. Bad pass. Stevens fortunate they keep possession. Marcus goes baseline. Zimmerman, he'll go underneath the basket. Kick out in the corner. And Neeson going to be fouled by Schuhart, who put the hands out a little too much. Schuhart with his second foul. And that's the second team on Huron. Staley going to get some time again as Chase will come out for a rest. Again, Davis Chase been under the weather here this weekend, but been gutting through it. Lob will come in the middle, thrown away. Elwine with the steal, try to lob it over 6'10". Cross court, there's Schuhart running the floor, goes in, missed the layup, but he'll get free throws. Schuhart was hustling down the floor. Elwine spotted him, and 2 free throws coming up for Chase Schuhart. He has 5 points. All came in the first half. 2:04 to play, third quarter. Huron in control, up 48-28. Free throw is no good. Would like to make a few more free throws out of this whole thing. One more shot coming up for Schuhart. Try to get a Seven Sons Eating and Air scoreboard update here. Second free throw, no good. Missed them both. O'Gorman defeated Sioux City East. These are girls' scores, 68-46. Rapid City Central defeated Mitchell, 49-45. Aberdeen, 57. Sturgis, 30. That's some girls' AA scores. Lob into Zimmerman and threw it away. Picked out of there by Elwine again. Elwine weaves through traffic. Shovel pass to Porish, who takes the reverse layup for 2. A dozen for Carter Porish. 8 here in the third quarter. And Porish with the steal saves it in. And who's going to come up with it? Stevens does. And they're going to call a carry on Stevens. Carter Porish made some heads-up plays there, though. Stevens didn't like the carry call. And I have to say, I'm not sure that I spotted it either. Stevens showing some full court pressure again as well. Here, no, Elwine thought about the long pass down to Schuhart. He thought better of it and just tossed it into Porish, and he can walk the ball up with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll get a scoreboard update for the boys here when we get a chance. Elwine trying to drive on Karn. Still on his feet, shovels it off to Porish again. Hard to the hoop, no good. And the ball slapped out and controlled by Staley. It'll stay with the Huron Tigers. Minute 8 to go. Schultz, right side Porish, low post. There's Elwine, leans in, gets fouled too. Coming up for Blake Elwine. Boys scores on your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Aberdeen edged Sturgis today, 62-60. Spearfish 60, Pier 35. Mitchell defeated Rapid City Central 53-42. Late in the game, Roosevelt leads Brandon Valley. There's a little bit of a surprise, 66-48. Halftime, T-Area 34. Watertown 23. That's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Elwine misses on the first free throw. He'll get one more. He has 18 points. He and Carter Porish are the double-figure scorers. Second one no good. Missed them both. Rebound by Hansen. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Here on up 22, 50-28. As they're on, I believe, an 8-0 run. Drive to the paint. Reverse layup for Zimmerman is good. He's in double figures with a dozen. He scored 7 here in the third quarter. The lead is 20, 50-30 here on Tigers. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Schultz gets it to Staley on the left wing. Cross court Porish. The ball deflected out of bounds by Zimmerman. Zimmerman's been a bright spot today for Rapid City Stevens. Tommy Martin checks in as Elwine comes off to close out this third quarter. Schultz been running the point for most of the third quarter. Schultz gets it off to Schuhart on the left wing. Go low post to Porish, back door. There's Schultz and gets fouled by Zimmerman. Nice pass by Carter Porish. Budningen said that this morning on the coaches show. Carter Porish, a very adept passer. He just doesn't always look to do it there. He was on the left block and just squared up and saw Jimmy cutting to the basket. Got it to him, and Schultz will get 2 free throws. First one is good, and Jimmy Schultz on the score sheet with his first point. The foul was on Zimmerman, his third. One more shot for James Schultz Jr. and the Huron Tigers, leading 51-30. Second shot is good. Rattled on the rim twice, went down. And the Huron Tigers get the lead back up to 22. Shot clock off, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Hansen, top of the key. Dribbles off to the left, throws back. Pitch back to Vizquain. Vizquain, off balance 10-footer in traffic, rolls it in. Jet Vizquain, his first bucket. 2 seconds to go. Porish, 3/4 of the court shot was online, just a little off. We head to the fourth quarter here on 52, Rapid City Stevens 32. Timeout 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
And breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Ober and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center. The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
We head to the fourth quarter, and Huron leading Stevens 52-32. A happy birthday to Berkeley Elwine. Not sure which number it is, but it's Berkeley's birthday today, and I'm sure she'll get a great big hug from both her big brothers after the game's over today. That's my prediction. We start the fourth quarter. Carter Porish, bounce pass left side. Blake Elwine backs it out. Schuhart on the right side. Huron has the starters on the floor. Schuhart 3, yes. Chase Schuhart hits the 3. He's got 8 points. And Huron, I think, the biggest lead now at 23, 55-32. Hansen has it on the left wing. They'll go baseline Zimmerman, double teamed, and a foul going to go on Huron. I think on Jurgens, just by Mason's reaction of incredulousness. That's not a word. What do they call it on Schuhart? No, it is on Jurgens, his second. Stevens with the ball in the corner, and Karn fell down trying to pop open in the corner, and the ball was already coming to him, so they throw it away. It'll be Huron ball. And Stevens going to slap the full court pressure. Again, it's mainly man-to-man, and they're just picking him up after they inbound it. Porish will bring the ball up. As we're early fourth quarter, and all Huron 55-32. Porish down towards the baseline, underneath the basket, kick out. Elwine 3, no good. Rebound slapped out, and a foul going to go on Chase. A little too aggressive, trying to slap that out. Davis Chase with his third. And it'll be Stevens' ball. Now we have a whistle, and what do we have? Is it a timeout? Yep, timeout. Stevens with 7:09 to go in the game. Huron up 55-32. Timeout 30 on Dakota Sports.
J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose. because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
7:09 to go in the game. That was a 30-second timeout by Stevens. Again, neither coach has been much for using timeouts today. 7:09 to go in the contest. Huron up comfortably, 55-32. Have not trailed that I can remember in the game. Marcus into the front court for Rapid City Stevens. Huron zoning this time off the timeout. Bisquain on the left wing. In the corner, 3 for Karn, no good. Rebound and a foul going to go on Stevens. Good block out there by Mason Juergens. Shooting in the third quarter, I had Stevens 4 of 11. Huron was 4 of 8. And was 4 of 8 from the free throw line as well. In the front court, Schuhart, low post. There's Chase on the baseline. Triple team, and he's going to be hammered on. And Stevens quickly picking up some fouls here. We played a minute, 20 seconds. You know, I guess that's only their second team foul. Foul is on Bisquain, his third. We have another timeout on the floor. Timeout with 6:40 to go in the game. Huron up big. We'll take a timeout 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
ProClean Plus offers epoxy floor proof for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at ProClean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. ProClean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Huron using a full timeout. Inbounds to Chase. Banks it in for the layup. Chase becomes the third Huron Tiger in double figures. He has 10 points. Down the floor, little reverse, and Chase called for a foul as Zimmerman was trying to spin and put it up with the left hand. Davis Chase, I believe that's foul number 4. He started heading to the bench like it was his 5th, but it is his 4th. And 2 free throws for Andrew Zimmerman. First one is good for the big sophomore, 6'6". 13, as he's the only double-digit scorer for Stevens this afternoon. One more shot for Zimmerman. Huron's actually got 3 team fouls. Zimmerman hits them both. Stevens still pressing. Juergens inbounds to Elwine. Now he'll bring it up against Karn. Karn tried to knock the ball away. Elwine gets control into the front court. Elwine top of the key. Dribbles right. Still on the dribble. Baseline. Finally, they're going to call the foul. There was a lot of body on Blake all the way down the floor. Zimmerman picks up the foul. That's his 4th. And next one, 3 team fouls apiece, both directions. Inbounds Chase, now Porish. Elwine in the corner. Blake looking inside to Chase. Ball knocked away on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Carter Porish hustle play. Keeps it alive on the Huron end. Bounce pass right side and knocked away from Elwine. Out of bounds will remain Huron's ball. 6:01 to go in the game. Huron 57. Stevens 34. Huron next up, a week from Tuesday, their first ever appearance in the Hoop City Classic. They'll play Sioux Falls Christian on a Tuesday at 3:30 at the Corn Palace. Huron throws it away. Down the floor comes Stevens and a blocking call. Going to go on Carter Porish. His fourth. And the pace of this game is slowed down to a crawl. We've played just over 2 minutes of basketball time, and we've had a total of 7 fouls called in that 2 minutes plus between the two teams. Zimmerman low post, and they call Chase for the push-off, and Davis Chase will foul out of the game. How much longer do we have to call it this tight is, I guess, my question. Chase fouls out of the game. He leaves having scored 10 points. Fouls out with 5:42 to go in the game. Officials for our game are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division, and they forgot to do that at the beginning of the game. First free throw is good for Zimmerman as he continues to have his nice afternoon for Rapid City Stevens. Officials for our game include Lee Johnson. I don't recognize both of them. Lee Johnson, along with Jeff Schroeder and Tate Deinert. And Jeff Schroeder is not here, so I don't know who the third one is. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Huron, and Stevens will get the ball back after Zimmerman made both free throws. Stevens in the offense. Vizquain will hand it off. Karn at the top of the key. Tigers again zoning, kind of a 2-1-2 almost. Back up top, Zimmerman. He just going to the basket every time. Fell down, lost the ball, but is saved nicely by Hansen. Fires in corner. Karn wanted the three, but Juergens there. Left wing, here's Marcus. Free throw line goes in underneath through the double team, and a 2 for Henry Hansen, his first bucket of the game. 57-37, the lead back at 20 with 5 minutes to go in the game. Huron on top. Juergens, they'll post up Elwine, looking to kick out. Now he'll back it out. Triple teamed at 6'10". Now Porish right back to Elwine. Blake will take the three. They give it to him short. Offensive rebound underneath Schultz. Gets it back out. Nice flip out to Juergens, and Huron will get another fresh shot clock. Porish wants three off the mark. Rebound by Schultz Jr., and it stays down on the Huron end. Ball deflected into the backcourt by Stevens, controlled by Porish. Porish hands it off to Schultz Jr. Jimmy at the dribble, and a foul going to go on Stevens. That'll be the fourth team on Stevens, so both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Marcus picks up his third. So 9 fouls called in less than 4 minutes. Here are the fourth quarter. They go underneath the Elwine. He'll turn, shoot, bank it in for 2. Elwine with 20. He's only scored 4 here in the second half. But again, Huron with 3 in double figures. Hand it back up top. Marcus on the drive, goes up against Schultz, and a foul on Huron, because if somebody's attacking the basket, the whistle's going to blow. Chase Schuhart with the foul. That's his fourth. He's got 4. Carter Porish has 4 for Huron. And Marcus at the line to shoot 2. First one good. He's 3 for 3 from the line. He's got 7 points. One more shot, and short, no good. Porish with the rebound. Elwine into the front court. He'll drive down and take it in for the layup, but fouled before the shot, and he'll shoot 2. See how much longer Elwine goes, or Budnagan goes with the starters out there. 4 of the 5 starters are out there, and the only one that's not out there is Chase, because he's fouled out. Now we have Bridger Karn is fouled out of the game. I only had him for 2. Karn fouls out of the game. He had a 3-pointer in the first quarter. He fouls out with 3:58 to go in the game. Elwine, free throw good. He's up to 21. And one more free throw pending. Second shot for Blake is good. Got them both. And it's 61-38 Huron with we're inside of 4 minutes to go in the game. Bisquain, right wing, he wants to drive, almost lost it. Ball slapped away by Schuhart, and he stepped on the baseline. Well defended by Schuhart and Juergens. And Huron forces the Stevens turnover. In full court pressure for Huron, and they're going to throw the football pass down the floor to Elwine, and he'll miss the dunk. Now he gets the ball back on the rebound by Porish, and Elwine gets fouled back. Elwine thought he got fouled on the dunk. It was a long pass down, and he caught it, and I think he had just too much momentum going towards the basket, and Elwine's still upset about something on that. He thought there was too much contact, but he'll get 2 free throws here as it was Carter Porish hustling down to got the rebound. Free throw is good for Elwine. 62-38. One more shot for Blake. Got them both. Blake now with 23 points. Or is it 24? Anyway, he leads us in scoring. Genesee back in. He has the ball, right wing. Hesitate. Schuhart stays with him, lost the dribble. Back up top now, Hansen. Hansen for Stevens. Hansen wants to drive into the paint. Fade away over Porish, banked it up a little too strong. Elwine with the rebound, and then they're just beating on him underneath. Elwine splits through, and he's got some numbers. Elwine down the floor. He'll weave through and get fouled again. And Elwine back to the line, and again, we'll see how much longer we go with the starters on this, leading by 25. 3:14 to go in the game. Elwine back to the line. This will be his 5th and 6th free throws here in the 4th quarter. And here comes well, they did start to pop them off. Now they went back and sat down. First free throw good for Elwine, and he's up to 24. 2 new Stevens Raiders come in. We've seen them before. Tate Van Beek, along with Logan Neeson. Huron on their way to a 4-0 start. Again, off for a week and a half. They'll be back in action at the Mitchell Corn Palace a week from Tuesday. Hoop City Classic with Sioux Falls Christian. There's a timeout Huron, and now we'll get the lineup change here. Timeout Huron with 3:14 to go in the game. 65-38 Huron. Timeout will go 1 minute. 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
We know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Carr Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bishoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
3:14 to go in the game. Tigers on the floor. Tommy Martin, Nolan Staley, Bryson North, Josh Gilbert, and James Schultz Jr. All 5 have played in the game already. So the starters on the bench, and we'll play it out here with the second string for Huron. Stevens has brought in some fresh bodies as well. I see Moses Loftus into the game. Open 3, Genesee in the corner, no good. Tommy Martin saves it in. Right to a Stevens player, and then he loses it out of bounds. I think it was slapped away by Bryson North. Stevens will inbound it on the baseline with 2:59 to go in the game. Inbounds for Stevens is Taden Foster. Open 3 in the corner, no good for Stevens. In battle for the rebound, North with it, and he's going to be fouled. Missed shot there by Moses Loftus. And big hand from the Tiger student section is Reagan Dirksen going to come in for the first time. He's going to come in I assume, for James Schultz Jr. as Bryson North a chance to score here in the varsity game. He'll shoot 2. Fouls on Genesee, his 4th. First free throw, North is good. And Schultz comes off. His day is done as well. And Bryson North with a free throw. He'll look to knock down the second one. And missed that one. Rebound will come out and be tracked down by Tayden Foster. Gets in the front court, Genesee. Genesee deep in the corner, back up top, Pendergraft. Pendergraft with Gilbert on him. Tigers zoning and double teaming. Pendergraft again, he'll drive into the paint. Kick it back out on the baseline and kick out to Genesee. Left side, Foster hooks the pass in the corner. 3 in the corner for Stevens. No good. And Martin with the rebound. He'll reach it out to Gilbert. Gilbert on the breakaway and gets the ball knocked away from behind. Will still be here on ball. .224 remaining. Huron will inbound it far into the floor on the baseline. Gilbert goes back door to Staley, puts up the short jumper, no good. Rebound, Dirksen couldn't quite get a handle on it. Staley had about a 5-footer and just, I think he thought about it too much. The ball will belong to Stevens with 2:19 left in the contest. Huron on their way to the win, leading 66-38. I don't think Huron ever trailed in the game. I'll have to look that up, see if they have that on the, yep, no lead changes in the first half, so. Ball knocked away and stolen by Staley. So a steal for Staley. North will bring the ball up for the Tigers inside of 2 minutes to go. Martin, right wing, Tommy goes up and the layup, no good. Had a good look at it, nice drive, but couldn't finish it. Rebound for Stevens. They're in the front court with Pendergraft. He wants to drive baseline, fade away over Staley is short. Dirksen has the rebound. But a steal by Pendergraft. He took it away. I didn't see from who, and gets the layup. Now we're going to have another sub as Neil Salmon will make his Huron Tiger debut on the varsity. He's a 6'4", 6'5" freshman. As North will come out, so everybody's gotten into the game here for the Tigers, I believe. 66-40 Huron. Gilbert into the front court, the freshman. He'll dribble off to the right. Now come back left. Salmon comes to get the ball. Left side, Staley. Staley in the corner, Martin. Martin feeds inside to Dirksen. He's on the post up. He's double teamed. Tries to fight his way through it. He's fouled, and Reagan Dirksen will go to the free throw line. Again, the pace of this fourth quarter has just went on forever. We've had about 254 fouls called. It might be an exaggeration, it might not. Dirksen with the free throw, and that makes the student section happy. The big fella wants to play college football. Second free throw, no good. Rebound though, Staley, put back, no good. Nolan had a chance, but he could not get it to go. Stevens with the ball, they get it up ahead into the front court to Foster. Top of the key, Loftus, and the baseline. The jumper no good for Genesee, but then a foul going to go on Dirksen as they got the offensive rebound again. We just can't stay away from shooting free throws here in the fourth quarter. Dirksen with the foul, and at the free throw line is number 24, Will Nebelsick, to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Got them both. So Will Nebelsick in the scorebook. He's got 2 points off free throws. Inside of a minute to go in the game, Gilbert rushes into the front court, way outside. Flicks in the corner, Martin. Now Salmon. Nice catch. Reverse it left side to Staley. Bounce past Martin on the baseline. Tommy on the drive. Kick out to Salmon. Salmon has the ball slapped away. Genesee with the steal, and he's going down for the breakaway. And he's going to roll it over the front of the rim. I think he was trying to size up a dunk, then just decided to finger roll it, his first bucket. Shot clock off with 28 seconds to go here in the game. We'll see if Huron just dribbles it out. Looks like that's what's going to happen, as the Huron Tigers will move to 4-0 on the season. They lead this one wire to wire and defeat the Rapid City Stevens Raiders 67-44. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports.
Carry out or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of Huron High School sports and the Tiger postgame show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And we start up the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. A sweep for the Huron Tigers, a sweep of the Rapid City weekend for the girls and boys. Again, the girls game was a 46-41 win over Stevens, and the Huron boys lead wire to wire 67-44. They defeat Rapid City Stevens. Let's do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. 111 Dakota Avenue North in Huron. Aberdeen Central edged Sturgis 62-60. Spearfish 60, Pier 35. Late in the game, T area leading Watertown 59-54. Mitchell final 53-42. They defeat Rapid City Central. Roosevelt defeated Brandon Valley 67-50. And again, Huron 67 and Rapid City Stevens 44. AA girls finals today. O'Gorman 68, Sioux City East 46. Rapid City Central upended Mitchell 49-45. Aberdeen Central 57, Sturgis 30. Spearfish edged Pier 47-42. And again, Huron 46, Rapid City Stevens 41. And that is your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, run down the stats here. Coach Bud will come up and we'll select that Signature Plus player of the game. All here on the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports on Tiger.
And to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics at Pop? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Continue the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game as the Huron Tigers sweep today. The girls' game, Huron wins 46-41, and the boys' game, Huron wins going away 67-44. Here's the stats. Rapid City Stevens now 1-3 on the season. One player in double figures, Andrew Zimmerman, had 15 points. Lucas Marcus and Drayson Paulson each had 7 points. 3 points for Bridger Karn, and 2 points apiece. Ferris Pendergraph, Henry Hansen, Uriah Genesee, Jet Vivquane, and Will Nebelsick. For Huron, now undefeated at 4-0. 26 points for Blake Elwine, 12 for Carter Porish, 10 for Davis Chase. 8 points, Chase Schuhart, 5 for Mason Juergens. 2 points apiece, James Schultz Jr., Nolan Staley. A free throw apiece, Bryson North and Reagan Dirksen. And I believe that's the scoring totals for Huron. Mason Juergens with 5, but I didn't say that before. Percentage for the day, shooting. Stevens went 15 of 43 for 35%, 4 of 19 on threes, 21%. Stevens was 10 of 20 from the free throw line. Huron 20 of 46 from the field, 53.5%, 2 of 10 on threes for 20%. Boy, they got to the free throw line, but we could tell that in the fourth quarter. 25 of 39 from the free throw line. Huron shot 39 free throws. Blake Elwine was 12 of 16. Rebounding today, Stevens had 23 total, and I don't think anybody had more than 4. Huron had 38 rebounds. Carter Porish had 12, so Carter, congratulations, a double-double, 12 points. 12 rebounds. Blake Elwine had 8 rebounds to lead the Tiger effort there. Both teams a little prone to turnovers, 18 for Rapid City Stevens and 15 for the Huron Tigers. Those are the stats as Huron wraps up a win here this afternoon, 67-44, and a sweep of the Huron and a sweep of the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, they girls, followed by the boys. I assume Bud's on his way up as the boys have been out on the floor talking to family. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back. We'll announce the Signature Plus player of the game and get Bud's thoughts on here, and also the Christmas break. Shorter Christmas break for the boys as they do play coming up on the 30th. We'll take a timeout of 2 minutes back here on the Gary Zell Auto Glass post game on Dakota Sports.
How about that new place, the 18th century theme restaurant?
No. How about that one place that has boiled?
No way. Well, You want a juicy burger and ice cream, and I want delicious chicken strips. Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen of Huron has something for everyone.
Plus, they have the famous DQ Blizzard. My favorite is the Oreo.
And they're open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron, the place for
hot eats and cool treats.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center. The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame continues. Tiger boys win it tonight, going away 67-44. Never trailed in the game, and particularly with piecing together a lineup. Head coach Tim Budnigan joins us here. And Coach, you just had some questions on how this was going to go, just from a rotation standpoint, starters and all that. You ruled Miles out before the game, but give the other kids credit. Chase Schuhart, his first start, gave some JV guys that normally aren't in the rotation some first half minutes, and everything just pieced together well.
Yeah, we had to piece some things together. Luckily, we knew Miles wasn't going to go early, so we could hold Chase out of the JV game. I thought he played fantastic last night. He jump-started us a little bit to begin the game. I thought Jimmy Schultz, Bryson North, Nolan Staley, Tommy Martin, Josh Gilbert, Reagan, Neal, they all came in and did a great job. And we told them we need everybody, and luckily they all got in tonight. And I thought defensively we're solid tonight, and that ignited our offense again.
We got going there. Blake got a couple of dunks, gets the crowd going there, and Davis Chase. I know he said this morning he felt better. He looked better today as well. And not only that, 3 players in double figures. We just had the guys we needed to step up did. Those 3: Davis Chase, Carter Porridge, Blake Elwine. We needed them to score some points today, and they delivered.
Yeah, they did, and they did it different ways. Carter kind of was on the offensive glass, made some nice moves to the basket. Blake was inside out. Davis, he's so explosive when he gets up and decides to go at the basket. I thought he attacked the basket really well too. We won the free throw battle, which we were
doubled.
We continually harp on. So I thought tonight. I know I was worried because I didn't know how we're going to piece this thing together, but. Pleasant surprise. We had a lot of guys step up tonight.
And again, defensively, just like last night, Stevens, like Central last night, just never looked comfortable. And when shots aren't falling, as it goes a cliche back when you and I played back in the Stone Age. Yeah. But when things aren't working in offense, you can always play hard on defense.
Yes, you can. And I thought our guys did a really, really nice job of switching out on screens. We lost 30. Couple times in the second half, but otherwise we were right there. We didn't give them the outside shots that they wanted. Zimmerman, he did a nice job tonight, but all the other guys we kind of shut them down, which we needed to. And we didn't let them get going, and then that kind of showed throughout the game where they were kind of gun shy once they caught the ball.
Signature Plus Outstanding Player of the game today. We're going to go with the freshman Carter Porage, a double-double. You don't get that every day. And 12 points, 12 rebounds. He was a monster on the glass.
Yeah, he was, and he's slowly getting better. You know, from last night to today, ton better. I thought he grew tremendously from the T game to now, and he's just going to progressively get better. He's got a high ceiling, so we're excited to see where it takes him.
So now as we look ahead now, a break here, not as long as the girls, because we do play here in 10 days, I believe, on the 30th in the Hoop City Classic. But days off here, I assume, through what, next Friday?
Yeah, we're gonna give them off through next Friday. Come back on Saturday, and then try to get ready for Christian, that's gonna be a tall task, but we're excited to be playing in it, and I think it's going to be a great atmosphere for our guys. Bring some notoriety to our program, so we're really excited about playing in that on December 30th.
So, and I think everybody's ready for a rest right now. I know practice officially started after Thanksgiving, but I know guys have been, the guys who didn't play football have been working out all fall. Everybody's just ready for a little rest here.
Yeah, we've been running hot for the last 3 weeks, and I know I could use a blow too right now. Just mentally, and
I think all the players would say that too.
Physically, just getting away from a computer screen all the time. So that'll be nice. We'll get back. We'll get to Christian on Monday. Watch the Packers tonight, and wishing the Duffy family and the Huron community a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But I guess we'll be back before the new year.
Hey, same to that Budenhagen brood as well. I think it's going to be loud in your house on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And probably an early wake-up call, too.
I'm sure. I'm sure Santa's coming early with all the kids or the grandkids that we have now.
Tim Budenhagen, head coach of the Huron Tigers. Tigers win it here and get the sweep of Stevens. Boys win it 57-44. Again, Carter Porage, our Signature Plus player of the game. We'll take another timeout of 2 minutes, wrap it up here from the arena on Dakota Sports.